Here we have for sale our September 2020 on a 70 plate Volkswagen Transporter. This is a T6.1, which is the shape, the generation of Transporter, the facelifted T6. This is the T28, meaning it's got a 2.8 ton gross vehicle weight. It's got the 2-litre TDI diesel Euro 6 engine, and in this particular vehicle producing 150 PS, roughly 150 brake horsepower, accompanied with a 7-speed DSG automatic gearbox, and this is the short wheelbase Highline panel van. So what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Transporter Highline panel van of this age. Clearly this one is not quite standard, so we'll talk you through the very tasteful modifications which have been done to this particular van, and we'll also have a really good look at things like the condition and also talk to you about the service history, seeing as it is currently available for sale at the time of recording. The first thing I must mention is the colour. So this is called Starlight Blue Metallic, a very, I think, a beautiful colour, because in certain lights it can almost look black, but then when the sun hits it, and you'll see that when we go around to the other side of the vehicle, it really brings out the blue fleck in the paint. A very nice colour, and I think very classy, very subtle at the same time. Looking at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one is spec'd with rear barn doors. So barn doors are two doors which open in that sort of manner. The other option which you can get on these is a tailgate, which is one door which comes up like so. Now the first thing to note here which has been added is the lovely rear spoiler there, and that is on there to really tie in with the rest of the sporty styling which is around the vehicle, which we'll come to in just a second. On a Highline model, you do get a number of elements which come colour-coded. That includes the bumpers, so the rear bumper, the front bumper, the mirror caps, and also some bits of trim like this here above the rear number plate. Also on a Highline, you get parking sensors as standard on the T6.1 model, so you can see nicely integrated there into that rear bumper. We've got rear parking sensors, of course, helping you manoeuvre the vehicle into tight spaces. In terms of condition here at the rear of the vehicle, I hope that the camera is conveying this accurately, but the paintwork has got a fabulous gloss to the paintwork. I'm just trying to point out any little minor blemishes or anything like that which I can see, but it really is looking very smart indeed. If I'm being very picky, there's a couple of sort of, I don't know if you can even see them there, very sort of light hairline marks, not ones that you can feel or anything like that, but a couple of small little hairline marks just there. Rear bumper's looking very good, tiny little blemish just over to the left hand side here, but all in all, extremely presentable start here looking at the condition. If we open up the rear doors, we can start to have a look inside the back, inside the load area of this van. So say opening up those barn doors, you can have a look here at the condition inside. I say this is the original ply lining that came with the vehicle to us, so we haven't re-ply lined this. If you press that little pad there, which conveniently says press, that allows you to open the door right out to its full 180 degree position like so, and as I say, that allows us to really show you the condition then of the inside of the rear doors as well. Looking at those pillars, I say the ply lining is in fantastic order, so clearly not used for any heavy use. You can see here plenty of tie down points around the bottom. The T6.1, one of the nice upgrades is it came with these lovely LED load lights completely as standard. You can see there that we've got the factory fitted bulkhead currently in place. That can be removed if you want to, it can be bolted out around the outside. So really a Transporter like this opens it up to, opens itself up for a number of different options. You could of course use this as a van, as a very smart and presentable works van, maybe for your business or your trade. But of course this could be used for leisure purposes. It could be converted into maybe a camper van, a combi, a day van, lots and lots of things that you could do with this, and really is the perfect blank canvas to say all the styling is done. It's completely up to you what you want to do in the back of it. So you could leave it as it is and just use it as a very practical and smart looking vehicle. Looking here then down the driver's side of the van now, and this is again where we like to look in those sorts of reflections, looking for any dents or ripples, any signs of any maybe previous paintwork, but I've got to be honest, it is looking very clean and tidy here down the driver's side. Not a tremendous amount I can fault it on there. Now I must talk to you about the alloy wheels which have been fitted here. These are probably my favourite alloy wheels that we fit on any of our vans. These are the 20-inch Momo Revenge alloy wheels, and in this, on this particular van, we've got the gunmetal grey version, and they are just a fantastic sort of satin grey finish to them. I just think they look amazing on any transporter, especially when you accompany that with the black trapezoid sidebars and also the black roof bars just there. If we open up the driver's door, then we can start to have a look at the spec here and the condition inside the cab. So we'll start at the bottom, looking at the step, looking at the floor. As you can see, they're in near enough pristine condition. Looking at the driver's seat, you've got twin adjustable armrests here on the driver's seat, which is one of my favourite features on the Transporter. You've got that little wheel just under there, so that can control the height that you've got each armrest set to. Having a look at the driver's seat then, I don't know if the camera will pick this up here. We are in really bright sunlight here today, but there we go, the camera's starting to focus. Lovely condition there of the driver's seat, and I say whether you can see it or not, I'm not sure, but the other two seats are in lovely condition as well. In terms of spec on the inside then, you get electric windows, electric heated folding mirrors. You can twist that dial there to control the folding mirrors. Having a look there at the condition of the driver's door card, that's looking very nice. This is the standard steering wheel that you get on the T6.1 Highline, which I think is very nice indeed. Flat bottom, leather, multifunctioning. On the left hand side then you've got your cruise control settings. You can actually use, I believe, adaptive cruise control on this as well, using you can see that little button in the middle there, so you can control the distance to the car in front of you. Underneath that then you've got your volume controls for the radio, and then your onboard computer controls on the right hand side. If we look at the dashboard then, you can see the vehicle is running, no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard. 29,538 miles, so lovely miles, and as I say, you can see it's all idling correctly as you'd expect. Up on top of the dashboard then, nice storage up here which is easily accessible with a 12-volt socket just there, cup holder on your right hand side, and a nice grab handle there to help you get in and out of the vehicle. If we just jump in quickly, I can show you some of the spec inside here. So the T6.1 comes as standard with this lovely screen, which I'm delighted to say does come with Apple CarPlay. You also get Android Auto on here as well if you have got an Android phone. For anyone not familiar, these sorts of features, the App Connect, what they call it, as they use in things like Apple CarPlay, it is an absolute game changer for the interior and the infotainment system of your van. You can use things like your Apple Maps exactly as you would do on your phone. You can listen to your favourite podcasts in here, music exactly really as you would on your phone. So easy to use, and it really does open up the accessibility really of the infotainment system on the van. Of course you have got DAB radio on here if you don't want to use the Apple CarPlay. So I go back to the radio page just here, you can see, as I say, DAB radio on there as well. If I put the vehicle into reverse, you can see your parking sensor display just there as well. And of course you can connect your phone to that via Bluetooth if you want to. Just down here then, this is where I've got my phone plugged in. So it's a USB-C, there's two USB-C points just there. And it's as simple as that, you plug it in, and as I say, you've got your full Apple CarPlay on there. As I mentioned at the start of the video, this one has got the fantastic 7-speed DSG automatic gearbox. Probably in my opinion the best automatic gearbox in any van. Super smooth, responsive, you've even got a sport mode on this year as well, so very nice indeed to have that. Air conditioning, you can toggle your start stop and your parking sensors on and off, and on the right hand side over here, this little button, you've actually got a heated windscreen as well. You can see there it has got the full leather wallet with it, with all the manuals as you would expect, but really absolutely fantastic condition inside there. I hope that is conveying correctly on camera. Moving then around to the front of the vehicle, and this is where it really gets interesting in terms of styling. Lots has been done here to the front end of this van, and in my opinion that really does show. It looks absolutely stunning. So the first thing to note is everything has been changed to gloss black on here. So the front grille, the entire front grille has been changed to gloss black. All of the chrome strips and everything, all that has been changed, including the badge as well. So you've got a full gloss black front grille there. Also the lower grills as well, same thing there, they have all been changed to gloss black as well. So that is a really sizable change there, which you may almost not first realise, but if you look at one side by side with one that hasn't had that change, makes a massive difference. Coming then onto the splitter here. This is the Leighton Vans LVS front splitter, probably our favourite front splitter that you can get on a transporter. Fantastic quality, as you can see. It just sets the vehicle off so nicely, almost looks factory finished in my opinion. As it totally transforms the front end of that van. I think when you combine that with the wheels, the sidebars, and this colour as well, I think it's a very smart looking van. Let's have a look then down the passenger side here. There are a few marks actually to show you on the passenger side, which I'd like to point out. As I say, we are very transparent here, so if there's anything that I can see, I will gladly point it out to you. So the worst bits really are on this side loading door. There is a blemish here, which you can see we've touched in the correct colour, so it's not massively noticeable, but as I say, I'd like to point that out to you. And a couple of other small little touch-ins here above that on this sort of sign writing panel, just above my finger there, so you can get an idea of the size that we're talking about. We're not talking about big gouges around the vehicle. And there's a very light mark just down here, actually. You can just see it down there. They're quite low down. I almost struggled to find it then, but low down here, as I say, little mark there, sort of hairline, as I say, low down on the side loading door. But as I say, otherwise, of course, you're going to find the odd tiny little blemish here or there. It's a very nicely presented van. But a couple of marks there just on that side loading door. Opening up the passenger door then, this gives us a look inside from this angle. You can see there the passenger door card looking very nice. Same with the step, the floor, the seats from this angle, all looking lovely. You can actually gain access to storage underneath the passenger seats. So you can pull that forward and flip it forward there. You can see the jack is located under there and plenty of extra storage. And as I always say, just a testament to how well our guys clean these vans. As clean under there as it is anywhere else on the vehicle. So they do a tremendous job when it comes to prepping them. We do have evidence of a previous Volkswagen service on this van, and we have also treated it to a full service as well during our preparation. You have of course got the balance of manufacturer's warranty on this from 3 years until its first registration date. So this one was registered in September, so September 2023 you've got VW manufacturer's warranty completely covering you there around the country. So just to summarise then, September 2020 on a 70 plate Volkswagen Transporter, it's the T6.1 T28 Highline DSG panel van, 150 PS engine, so that makes a big difference as well, having that extra power, especially with the automatic gearbox. Fantastic condition, as I say, a couple of minor blemishes which we've pointed out. A brilliant full styling pack around the vehicle, previous service history, absolutely ready to drive away from Bridgend Van Centre today. If you'd like to see the full advert, if you haven't seen it already, please head over to our website, which is listed there, bridgendvans.co.uk. This is where you'll find the full advert, including the price, the description, and of course the photography. There's a number of ways you can contact us on the website, and you can also call us on either of the numbers listed there at the bottom left of the sign. We can take cars or vans in part exchange, so by all means give us a try with your part exchange. We'll by all means give you a competitive price on that. We can also arrange finance at very competitive rates if you'd like to spread the cost of your new purchase, and we can deliver our vans nationwide as well. Thank you very much for watching.